Jay Kim from FleishmanHillard. I am a global MD of True Global Intelligence, which is an intelligence consultancy within FleishmanHillard, and FleishmanHillard is a strategic communications PR agency.
So Kim, as you look forward to 2026, what's an AI shift or a strategy that your company is betting on, something that's genuinely new compared to 2025?
I mean, I think that we're all in this race. Started in 2025 was all about awareness and really understanding what this thing even is. And I think there's a lot of sort of exploring and understanding its capability. And I think in 2026, the game has changed to really awareness now like application. And I think that when you're thinking about applying something that you think you know what it is, there's a lot that goes in between to making sure that you're really applying it in the right place and you're using it the right place for the right reason. And then also there needs to be constant sort of flow of making sure that it's not a one-time thing, but that there's a continuous workflow built into it. So I think there's going to be a lot of operational, from a product to talent. I mean, there's all the ways that I think we're going to be experiencing change, much bigger way than we ever experienced in 2025. So I think games change. We are beyond awareness, but I think even just getting into adoption, I think it's really about the smart application. So I'm expecting to hear a lot more about the ways and the hows and best practices and really learn from a lot of try and error, frankly.
Right. Now that AI is moving beyond pilots to full-scale production, what's the hardest part to get right for organization? Where does the challenge still lie?
I think when there's a big change and when there's something so new, I think no one really knows any better. And I think that's kind of a starting point of we all have to have an open mindset, because you may not know it all, but we're all going to learn from different ways that we're approaching. So as we are scaling, as we are trying to really apply this for the right reason and for all the good business reasons, I do think that we still have so much to learn. So I think the challenge is like we're not going to maybe get to perfection, and I think we should probably just even drop that conversation, because it's more about what are some of the optimization, what are the try and errors that we're doing. And I think that really at the end of the day, the fundamental, I think the challenge is the mindset, and then be open for that sort of fail fast approach, and then be absolutely okay with that. But that means also organizations will have to invest, right? They have to support that experimentation and that mindset, their workflow. So I think there is going to be a lot of juggling and balancing act, because we have to learn and you have to apply and you have to put it to good use to make money at the same time.
Right. So Kim, what's an exciting trend or a shift in your sector that you want more and more data and enterprise leaders to sort of put their focus on?
So what is really exciting, it's going to be a kind of boring answer, but it comes to a really fundamental skill set that I think we're looking for, which is that critical, almost questioning. That is really important because, as you said, there are just like so much data, there are just so many ways that we could apply, but again, we don't know what we don't know. So there's going to be a lot of ways of just testing things, but that starts with a smart question. So in terms of people just getting overwhelmed with the output of the AI, I think what we are now dealing with is like really thinking about the back end, the architecting, the behind the scene, the knowledge base, and really just thinking about why we need to set up certain things a certain way for the computer to understand and use it the best way possible. I feel like if last year was all about sort of like getting really excited about what it can do about the output, I think that this year is going to be all about the back end, making sure that we really understand and open it up and understand how we can actually, influence it, if that makes sense.
Right. And last but not the least, how does it feel to be a part of the event today, and what are you planning to take away from CDO Vision 2026?
I'm always a forever student. That's how I like to describe myself. So I love coming to an event or forum like this where I get to be part of this group where people people have done some amazing things, and they're going through different experiences, although they're all practicing, technology, AI, data. So I love learning what is working, what is not, what are the things they're trying. That really helps me go out of my own bubble. And frankly, you don't really, at the senior level, oftentimes you don't always get that opportunity. So when I do have an opportunity to sit with those people who are at a very senior level, are also learning together, that gets me really excited, because that means I feel like I'm expanding, I'm getting something that I can bring back to my organization, and that fresh perspective is, I don't know, it's something that I'm always been grateful for. So I love coming to these things. So
Thank you so much for your time, Kim.
Thank you.
Thanks.